Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you all here. Hope you're all doing fantastic wherever you are. Appreciate you all being here. Welcome back for a little bit of Farming Simulator 22. Alrighty. We started a new series, HAUT-BEYLERON, whatever it's called. We're on part 2, so without further ado, greetings to chat. Kev, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Emily. Alrighty, let me get myself into Discord voice and all that sort of thing. Because, you know, gotta do what you gotta do, right? Okay. Only 15 minutes early, can you believe it? Right? Could have done a lot earlier, but I was watching a whole bunch of Tyler Henry stuff, so now I'm ready to rock and roll now. Anyway, it's nighttime in the world, so let's have a little look and see what I'm looking at. Look at that. Not only that, look at that money. Left us there with 50,000. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. Hello. I gave you a million last night, so that's why you had 2 million in the bank.
Right. Right. I figured that you went through a couple of days. Yeah. How you doing?
I am okay, I think.
Good. Good.
How are you?
Yeah,
Sounds
good.
a little protein.
Yeah, doing good, man. Doing good, doing good. Right, chat. So, what has happened since then, since last night, is you can see I've got 2 new shelters up that I did just a few minutes ago. And I've also got another wind turbine thingy up. There we go. A wind turbine.
Last night?
Yeah, make a little bit of money.
Yeah, well, last night I was building a farm. A nice little farm.
M cheating? Nope. No cheating. Aiden came in and progressed time to make his farm do his thing. Hence why there's some money in the bank account. So that's all good. So that means I can get a better harvester and whatnot else. And I bought a couple of new fields too. So let's have a look at that. I've got one government subsidy thing, and it's the smallest one of the lot.
Yeah,
there it is there. It's the municipal one. Yeah. Yeah, it's the municipal one, which I'm going to get rid of right now, because there's no need to have it. Where are we there? There we go. Done. Gotten rid of. So we've got the 2 wind turbines, and we've got the 2 shelters that have the solar panels on top. That gives you some extra monthly thing as well. Some money there. Can put my bits and pieces in here too, so I'm happy with that. Actually, I need to fill up some of these petrol thingies. Let's see if we can sort that out. There you go. And then chat, what I've done is those are the fields that I've bought now. So we've got the full lot. These are the ones that we worked on yesterday. So we worked on 38, 39, 42, and 40. 37's been bought, as well as 41 now. So I've got this whole lot here. But what it does mean is I've got extra fields now to go through and remove the stones to get those sorted. But it does mean, since I've got extra money now I can buy some proper equipment. Now, where is Aiden's? All the way up at the top left. There we go. There's Aiden's get up. Nice.
It can have a little taunt. I mean, 2 fields, which is for 1 and 2.
Gotcha. That's a big area. Lots of trees there, man.
Why? I'm going to be putting 3 fields in, actually. 1 massive grass field, then 2 arable. Then I also have animals as well.
Right. Right. Nice.
Well, I need to buy them first.
Right. Okay. So we've got this field. I bought this 37 field this morning, so I've got that field to sort out. So what I'm intending on doing is, I know I said last night I didn't want to join fields or push them further out to the edge of the road. So I'm going to keep the fields in the normal sort of state. But what I might do with this one is I might extend this one out just a little bit further, because it is a lot of space kind of wasted. However, I'm also might put some sheep down there, or I don't know.
Oh, just a heads up, I do own this spinnery, just a heads up.
Aha, so you're in a spinnery. Nice, okay.
Yes.
Okay, well, we'll see. I'm not at any point of doing anything about that. I've got a lot of fields to sort out first, but that does also mean that I get to buy some new equipment, so I'm happy about that. So, what did I want?
I was debating to buy 37 or 35, but I said no. I set my Ryzen field 1 and 2 all the way up.
Right. Okay, stone pickers. Let's get a nice one. There we go. Let's get a nice big boy.
And plus, it probably I did go trying to find some collectibles last night as well, so that's why I had a bit more money as well.
Right.
Which you get around about 50k for each one, so
Right.
ended up with a nice bit of money.
That's the one I like, is this one. I like this big boy. I'll give her that. Yay.
But if you need to, you can just place the spinnery down anyway. If you need to.
Yeah. Yes, we do have stones turned on. Yes, we do. And we got to manually start engines. So I was thinking of you. So it's all good.
Maybe not the stone part, but the engine shifts.
Come on, you got this. Okay.
Just means it's going to be double busy.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to not make it like ridiculous, like get like millions within seconds. You know what I mean? It's like I didn't want to do that.
These crop destructions and the weeds, that would be dreadful. That'd be dreadful.
The crop destruction is the worst. I have to say that is the absolute worst. And the what's the other one that you just said? The weeds. Oh god, the weeds are terrible. So there we go. You see, I've got to start the engine first. There you go. So I was thinking of you. There you go. You see. So it's all good. See, I don't mind doing the stones. That's fine with me.
Oh no, they're dreadful.
It just means you got to work a little bit harder for your money.
It was nice at the beginning, but it got really boring afterwards.
Do you want to sleep until morning? Because I hate working at night.
If you want to.
It's up to you. Are you good?
Yeah, yeah, I'm fine.
You want to do it, or do you want me to do it?
You can do it. I'm away from my house.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah. How was the holiday?
How was the holiday? The holiday was great, man. It was good to have a break and get away from things and from people. if I want to be honest.
No, thanks.
Nah. I mean, you know, I didn't mean you.
Don't joke.
Where the hell are my lights? Oh, there we go. That might help.
I would have agreed if you said that statement, but
how do I switch the lights off?
I don't know. Ask KEVV or something like that.
Trying to figure out. Can't see where it is. Okay. I don't want to unload here, man. Oh, I don't know. Whatever.
Do you want me to do it?
There
No,
we
I
go.
can't.
Doesn't show it on screen, but there we go. Anyway. Okay. Rightio, chat. It is back to regular farming now.
Yep.
Got a
Cho's on
lot
his
of...
own.
Yep. Aiden's on
I'm
his
on my
own.
own.
Yeah, that's the way it is now. We got a lot of
No
stone
help.
to pick up. Yeah, no helping. We're all on our own, all on our race. We can do this.
Hmm. That's why I moved all the way up the map. Because I know it would be a long drive down. And you'd probably get it done halfway. So, that's why. I'm all the way up the map. And had a massive crash. Goddamn stupid rubbish.
Oi, oi. Okay.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that.
Let's get this sorted for M. Oh, M, you got to join the farm first, right? Before I can. There we go.
And unmute my microphone so it actually works.
Oh, come on. There. Wait, what? There we go. There we go. All yours.
Yay!
Yay! We got stones, M. We got stones.
So who's going to
Boom.
get stoned with me? I mean,
Unfortunately not. It is sensible.
Oh, did that even work? Yes, it is. Nice. Okay, I'm being ignored in chat. Nawaya, the wife, Lisa says hello. Hello, Lisa. How you doing?
I knew why, yeah. You still got those handcuffs on.
Oh, this is going to be a long stream, chat. There's a lot of work to be done in these fields. A lot of
I'm
work.
gonna be super busy. Got this and I got to do another bit of content. Nice.
Nice. What you got on
old
today?
day. Oh, I've got to do a bit of Monster Jam 4 times 2.
Hey, Stormy. How you doing? Good to see you. I'll tell you one thing I will not be doing on this farm, and that is any orchard of any kind.
really?
God, that really screwed up the Elms Creek map though. It really screwed it up badly. It was such a disappointment, right, Aiden?
How do you mean?
Oh,
It's,
so
um,
what happened?
Oh yeah, go on.
So, what happened was, Joe got a bit bored of it and all that stuff or something like that. Then we tried selling it, and it was like selling one small line at a time. So it's like one part, then another part of one line, and it was going invisible half the time. Then we had to try it, build and.
Yeah, I know exactly what that bug is. That was the one I had when I was deleting fences here and there.
Then
I'm not sure what causes it, but it's a multiplayer thing.
I don't know.
Then
It's
that's-
just crazy.
Then that's why Trevor had to start another farm.
Well, I mean, what it was doing, it was to remove a row of olives. You had to click on them individually and then hit delete and so on. It only deletes little segments of the row, not the full row. And you would get through an entire row, and then another row would appear somewhere else. Just like almost like it was cutting and pasting to another location. It was just so weird, just incredibly frustrating. And then after that, it was like, okay, cool, just sell the goddamn land and see what happens. We can go back to it maybe, and that's why we moved our farm from that location to a different location. And then eventually we got to a point, well, we can buy a whole bunch of land. So I decided to buy it and started working, plowing it again. And as I was plowing it, I was running into fictitious or invisible olive lines. It was just so weird. And we had to terraform the whole land, try and flatten it, make it smooth, and it just was going into these big ditches, and it was just so annoying. That's why I say no more olives or grapes or anything. Well, no, I mean, you can do it, but no deleting it and trying to terraform the land once again. Annoying, very, very annoying, but you know what? It is what it is. Bloody annoying.
The next plow. What's that? And that is what she said as well. And I do know that.
Yeah, Stormy, it's a very annoying glitch that. Just really, really strange. I mean, I can understand that's why there's so many mods out there for olives and grapes and stuff. They've probably made it much better, and but again, the whole cross-platform thing and trying to find. You see, it's not as easy as just like, oh, let's do that one, because on the PlayStation, on the PC, to find mods is really easy. But to find those same mods in the server, it isn't broken up like we see it in the PC version of it, or the PlayStation, whatever console version of it. We just see on the server end just a long list. So it's not broken down, so it's not easy to find. You've got to go through a hell of a long list to find the ones that you want. That's why we're not really using an awful lot of mods. We can if we really wanted to, but I think the server will probably shit itself.
We already know how shit. Shit is it?
I know we've probably touched on this before, but Em, what would you change in this game from a developer's point of view? What would you be looking at in Farming 23 if there is going to be one?
Actually, Farming 23 is, I think, already out. It's the mobile version.
On the mobile, yeah.
But if there's going to be a 24 or 25 coming out for PC, there's a couple of things I'll really work on. One would be better ground interaction, i.e. think SnowRunner. Maybe not to that level, but to the point where you can actually drive and get bogged.
Right.
It's worse when it's raining.
Right.
It'll dry up and it'll be a really bumpy surface until you plough it out and whatnot. And the other one is animals. How the hell can you put a whole bunch of one gender of cow and they suddenly breed? How can they never, ever, ever, ever die? How come they can't eat the grass in their fields? How
Right.
come you can't build fences, open a gate and let them walk out the gate into another paddock?
Right. Right.
You know?
Or the whole
things like
organic
that.
thing. The whole organic thing where the animals move from one pasture to another and consume that grass while the other grass repairs itself. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I forget the technical name of that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, rotating through your grazing paddocks.
Correct, yes. Yes.
You know, there's so many different things like that that we've had this game for how long and still haven't done anything about it. Like at the minute, you drive into a field and now they actually let you do that, but the cows are invisible or they're non-tangible. You just drive right through them.
Yeah, why aren't they like I forgot which FS it was. Oh, that when you could crash into cars and move them.
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah. Wasn't there also one of the FS's, I think it was 17 or 19 perhaps, when the road signs you could ride into and damage your vehicle and stuff? There were immovable objects.
Yeah, I'm glad the road signs now get knocked over instead of breaking your tractor because, let's face it, several ton of tractor versus a road sign, I know what's going to win every time.
Yeah, yeah.
But one of the earliest versions of Farming Sim, if you could manage it, and I could, you could get your tractor into the paddocks with animals, which back then you couldn't place, they were just there, built into the map, and you could run around and bump into the cows, and the cows would actually walk around you and walk away from you.
I don't think
It's
you
like-
want my list of I should improve as a massive long list. And then anyway, carry on. Sorry for interrupting.
And Aiden, what would you like to see in FS 24, 20, whatever?
Better AI, really. They say that it's apparently better, but not really. It's still the same hole. Never completed field or anything like that. And again, I agree with M talking about the fields and all that stuff.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to
And
see like some of the I think like the drop-off points, like we had with the biogas. You know, some of those kind of things, like the interaction between those things, be a little bit more smoother. Maybe not easier, but just like easier to have drop-off points and interactable with what you're trying to do, and more simplistic. Not simplistic. Simplistic is not the right word. Just make things work better. And I agree about the whole animal thing. If it's a farming simulator, that's the fucking name of the game. So you would have thought that they would have more stuff to do with farming that make more sense. Like I can understand the greenhouses and all that stuff, sort of stuff, but they're adding things, but they're not correcting a lot of other things. And that's okay. I get that. I mean, I get that, and I love that they're bringing in new stuff. But it would be also nice to see them do, like you say, with the animals, move the animals from, get out of your vehicle and move them along and go to the next pasture or whatever. But have them do something.
They got a dog, so why can't they? Same as sheep.
But see, that again is also a stupid thing. Is that it's all very well bringing in something like a dog kennel and the dog and all that sort of stuff, but the dog is the most stupidest thing on earth. all it does is walk into it just goes straight into the middle of the road, and the cars just like ride right through it. I mean, obviously you want to bring in some gore elements. Obviously, you know, you don't want to do that. But, you know, if you're going for simulator is the word, isn't it? You know, it's a simulation. It's not a fictitious load of bollocks. If that's where they want to go, I mean, as soon as they brought in that precision farming, I was like, oof, wow, they really are going to start getting into the simulation side of it. And I think I used that precision farming like maybe once or twice. I guess it depends how you want the game to be done. I mean, if you know, you could have this game really on a simulation with mods, and that's where the mods community comes into it, I guess. I mean, to be fair, Giants should really be paying a lot more attention to the modding community and shit, some of that stuff that the modding community releases, if I was in Giant Software, I would be like, geez, maybe we should get this guy on board and, you know, pay them X amount and have them design stuff for the game, for future releases or DLCs or whatever.
I think someone like Oxygen David with these maps will lance away with these mods. Like,
right.
But some people, I wouldn't say should be working for Giants, since they apparently like to steal mods and all that stuff, which is
well, I mean, I've spoken to a long-time supporter of this channel, Cornholio, and at one time he was designing trailers for Just Trev, WussyGaming, whatever, with the, you know, the logo on it and everything like that, and they were awesome. And I was like, well, you know, I was talking about like there's a couple of glitches there, because I didn't know how it works. I got no idea. I'm not technically minded like that. And he was saying, if only you could get, I said to him, if only you could get support from Giants to some way, you know, make this work better or something, because I don't know. And he just says, you forget about it. You'll never get Giants. They are absolutely useless in responding to any of the modding community. You can send them emails and they just don't bother to reply, or they don't give any support to the modding community. Maybe to some of the bigger modders, maybe they do. But from what I've heard from other people, other than Cornholio and other modders, there is zero support for them and what they do.
I'd say it's even less than zero, because every time they bring out a new version, they change just a little bit of this or a little bit of that, so that all the previous mods don't work.
Right. Oh, it sucks balls, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, the modding community is what's keeping this game fresh and alive. But I do agree with you, though, and I know you were talking in Discord saying that you like the stock standard maps. So do I. Very much prefer, because I just find that the modded maps are just, sometimes they can be so huge, and it's the placement of the facilities that ruin it for me.
Yeah. It's not that I don't necessarily like community-made mods, maps. It's that when they make them, they tend to go of that, I've made this wonderful map, and I've placed all these buildings, they're hard-coded, you can't delete them. That's very nice if you like how they've placed them. And then you find other maps where they've gone, oh, you're placing these buildings, so why am I going to put all the effort of building this nice town and blah blah blah, I'll just leave it for more field space for you.
Right.
Whereas Giants has just enough of that, here's a town community, here's the freedom to delete these buildings.
Right. Yeah, I like that. I mean, we tried what is it called? The Another World map? Was it, Aiden? Is that what it was called? The Another World, I think that's what it was. Well, there's Cornholio.
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Cornholio! Yay, dude! Damn it. Cornelia's in town.
Over 100 fields.
I am Cornelio. I need picada for my bunghole.
Cornelia, how you doing, man? Good to see you, dude. I was just singing your praises about some of the stuff that you designed for WussyGaming, the trailers and tractors and plows and seeders and all that sort of stuff with the logo on and everything, man. How you doing, dude? It's good to see you again, man. I haven't seen you like in forever. As soon as I start up a little bit of a FS server, you're there or thereabouts. Good to see you, man. Yeah, listen, you're more than welcome to jump into Discord and send us a message and come join us, man. More than welcome, dude. How you been otherwise, man? I haven't spoken to you in such a long time. Yeah, I think I'm just about done with the stones on this one. Oh, no. You see, there you go, chat. He's mostly listening to my streams while working on mods. Dude, you're such an FS freak, man. What mods are you working on this time, man? What mods have you got for us, and are they cross-platform? We can test them out here on the server. We'd be glad to do that. As long as they're cross-platform so Aiden can get involved. But it's good to hear that you're still modding, man. Nice. Have you found yourself like getting better at it, or are you anticipating a new FS release, or what's the story?
Oh,
Sorry,
we
go on.
still got a couple of years yet to the next one.
Do you think so? Do you,
Yes.
do you not think FS23 for mobile, do you think that's not an indication of what might be coming? Or is it just a
No.
direct port?
Never.
It's not even a
Never.
direct port. I think it's a... Let's put something that's similar to the game, but able to run on pieces of shit devices.
Right.
Never played one of their mobile games. It is absolutely shocking from experience.
They're trying to give you the same general experience, but without any of the capabilities of
Right.
the real game.
Right.
It's even like how everything. It's like you've got to push something upwards to drive and all that stuff, like a controller or something like that.
Cornholia is working on header trailers that could be bought with their header already on it. Okay. Nice. Well, it's good to hear you're still around, mate. And good to see you, man. Don't be a stranger now. Get your ass in game, dude. If you need a break from modding, you know where we are. If you need a break from modding, then you know you're not doing it right. You should never need a break from modding.
And also something else that would be nice to change up people as well. That's one thing. Asking about mods and all that stuff. Oh, when's this coming out? When's this coming out? Whenever it's ready, obviously. That part gets important. Especially on a Facebook group that says FS Community for Console Edition or something like that. People go around and say, oh yeah, is this coming to console? No, it's not. I wouldn't put it in there if it wasn't. But
Ah, the limitations of console.
yes. The licenses of console as well, specifically.
Hmm.
So, anyway.
I don't know about you guys, but when I first started playing this, I think it was FS13 was the first one I played. I can't remember exactly, but I remember when I first started playing, it's like, oh, cool, this has got mods, and or whenever the mods were brought in, I can't remember, but I was like,
17.
cool, man. 17, okay, cool. We can do mods and all that sort of stuff, and I was like, this is so rad. This will be so different from like the bulk standard sort of stuff. And then after a while, it's like I go back to the bulk standard stuff because
So
it just
I
bloody
believe
well
it's-
worked.
I believe it started in FS13, but and FS15 were both only PC. Then 17, 19, and 22 they've added the console mods. I believe. I could be wrong about FS13.
Okay, so
But I
Cornelius
think-
says FS13 had lots of mods already. Wow, okay, I didn't know that. Well, maybe it did. I don't know. It's just such a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did. I can't remember when I started playing, but it was a long time ago, and I think I've always had mods.
I just get bored with the mods sometimes. I've never found a map that I could sit on for longer than maybe 3 or 4 harvests and like, okay, so now what?
Oh, I
You know what I mean?
I really did like one of the FS19. That won't ever be going back. It's
I
just
think-
saying.
What was your best version of the game that you played?
17?
17.
FS17 was my favorite.
17 for me was my favorite as well. 15 was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. And then 17 for me was my favorite.
I would say for me it's the latest version, generally because the features in the base game are so much more. That being said, from generation to generation, the improvements haven't been as big as they could have.
Right.
Yeah, I do
Um,
agree with you.
So like, seasons now integrated into FS22 are shit compared to the seasons mod, which they were basically, I say stolen, but
Yeah.
incorporated from.
Right.
They took out a bunch of stuff to simplify it, and now because it's built, or the seasons are built into the game, we don't have the seasons mod for the game. So all of the extra features that were in the seasons mod just aren't there anymore.
And plus, you could actually turn that mod off, and like seasons, now you can't even turn that off. Which is kind of annoying if you just want to just keep planting all the time and not worry about anything. Like, growing like around about 2 days or something, not every single year or whatever. But I don't really see any changes coming to 24 anyway.
Because if you think about it, I mean, other than some of the stuff and reorganizing some of the AI and maybe work on some of the AI workers in particular are shocking. I mean, I don't bother with AI help anymore unless I've got absolute millions and millions and millions in the bank account, because they
But
miss
take-
half the flipping field.
They missed the boat.
You can improve that somewhat. They've got a GPS that you can place, which will improve their accuracy.
Why would you need to place a GPS? Why was it not built into the game?
It is built into the game, that's the point. It's to simulate that you're paying $5 now to some drop kit that's never done high school and doesn't know how to steer, when in reality farm's pretty good, compared to buying this GPS mod upgrade so they can follow the computer.
Why on earth is that? I mean, maybe I'm just being stupid here, but very good possibility of that. But why is that not just an automatic thing? As in, like, why do you need to buy something additional in game for a GPS? Why can't you hire staff that are more educated and pay more money?
So what I think it is,
question.
so
if you go to your construction menu, under tools, you've got your pressure washer, and then you've got the what's the weather station? What's happening? Where is it?
You're talking about the
Actually, I can't-
satellite thing or whatever it's called
Actually, I can't
under the
see
construction. Maybe it's a mod that we don't have installed.
oh, I think it's under the position file, unless it is
It
in.
could- It
'Cause I
could
know
be
there
a
is-
precision farming thing.
Because I know there is a John Deere thing that they added precision farming in FS19, and I know it is on the mod hub.
It could be under precision farming, which is
But
basically
talking-
released by Giants anyway.
Right.
But talking about this GPS stuff, certain tractors do have GPSs, and you'd think that them GPSs would be better than right in the field than how they are. Let's take a John Deere, because they have the.
I'm trying to
yeah.
think of another game that was out there, very similar to Farming Simulator, FS22, or FS. There was another game that was like pretty interesting in many ways. Was actually kind of more easier and not so much of a simulation, although this is hardly a simulation, but still. And in that, the developer was chatting to me quite a bit about it, because I was like raving about the game. I said, oh, this is really cool. I really like this. And he said, what would you change? And I said, well, for starters, I know a friend who actually owns a farm, runs a farm, and works on a farm, and he hires people to do a lot of the labor-intensive stuff, like sitting in a tractor all day long and going up and down and picking up stones like I'm bloody well doing. And I said, he said to me, the farmer would rather, my friend, would rather pay more and have a field done proper than have some jackass driving a tractor up and down and picking up wherever he thinks the stones are and missing 70% of them. You know, as an example. And this developer said, oh, that's actually quite an interesting thought, and I should implement that into the game in the next one. Never heard from him again. But that brings up what I'm just trying to say about this. Is that why is that even the AI in this game is terrible? I mean, it really is terrible.
Well, everything I'm thinking about, everything they could add, they don't, because it's either licensing or they can't be bothered to. They just want to copy and paste a mod from someone's mod or something like that. Every single next time it's going to be I forgot what it is, but I think it's about straw or something, foragers, where you could bale it or something like that, probably.
Oh, isn't it the corn you could put into hay or something like that, into bale it or something like that?
Yeah, they'll probably nick that idea next, as they probably will.
Right. I don't know, man. They kind of like. Is it too much of a stretch to say that they're being lazy?
Yes. From the perspective, yes.
It's crazy.
But
when you
everyone
think
has-
about it, man.
Everyone has different opinions on that.
No, of course.
And-
yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, my opinion doesn't
And I
count for
know
shit, but
people
there you
will
go.
get. I definitely know people will get offended me saying that, but it's.
What, giants are being lazy?
Mm.
Really?
Mm.
Well,
I know certain
It's
people.
not trying to be lazy, it's trying to make as much money as they can with as
Right.
little cost.
Right. I mean, business. Yeah, no, I get it. I get that.
But at the same time, it's like, if you give a really good experience to the game overall,
Right.
more people are going to want to play it, which
Correct.
relates to more people buying it.
Correct. I mean, ultimately, in the end, I'm super happy that there is a game like this out there, regardless. And I'm just nitpicking about the AI and animal behavior or whatever. I mean, this is what basically a think tank is. And I'm sure they have these meetings themselves and go, how can we improve the game? Or should we release more DLC stuff, licensed stuff, or should we concentrate on improving quality of life stuff?
And ultimately, flashy, oh, look at this new tractor you can drive, always looks so much more appealing than, hey, you can now get bogged.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, they sort of did that on 19 when it rained, but it wasn't good enough, really. Then some people were making mods on PC for it. Because I remember one mod on 19 was like that.
But I mean, if you think about it, on the flip side, though, how much work actually goes into making a game like this?
Oh,
You know?
this is the part when this game came out that I didn't really like. They had many years to work in this game, but it just feels like it's been rushed. It's just a copy and paste of 19 with a few added little extras that are probably terrible.
Yeah. I think, well, I mean, you know, that's the whole point of playing games like this, and I hope developers, you know, I can't see them like watching a channel like mine, but I hope they do listen to what people suggest and play and come up with while playing the game, because that's the whole point. If I were a developer, I'd be watching all the YouTubers and going, fuck, that's a great idea, why the hell didn't I think of that?
Just taking out little parts of someone's video or something like that and saying, oh yeah, we could actually add that and take that away if people don't like it.
Right.
And getting the community involved as well. Like making community posts saying, oh yeah, would you like to see this? Would you like to take that out? All that stuff.
And if you think about it, now, think about all the mods that are out there and the stuff that they've freely taken or, you know, put into their game. You know, how much would it hurt for them to acknowledge the modding community?
Even if they ran a competition and said, we're looking for mods that would do better animals, use the support material of how the APIs and the files work, etc. The best working ones in the competition have the opportunity to be implemented into the game in future versions.
Right.
Do you know
Right.
how many people in the modding community would be happy to say, I won this competition and they threw my name in the credits,
Right.
and the game is so much better now because of me?
Right. Absolutely. What would that take? Absolutely nothing. Okay, now I'm gonna find Stone Crusher. Let's have a look.
Should be down near M, I believe.
Let's see, what do we got here? Cheese Dairy. What's that? Railroad. I want the railroad. Debris Crusher. Okay.
That's by the animals.
Yep. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, certain developers ask people what they want to see in the game, but they don't really do it with this. And that file, all that stuff, when you, or partners with FS or something like that, when you're able to do that specific game, you're allowed to do ransom or something like that, since it's classed as farming. It's a bit silly.
And I know you probably disagree, Aiden. I think one of the biggest mistakes they ever made was making console versions. Because and it's great for inclusion of people like yourselves who don't have PCs, but at the same time, they've also had to limit development in some ways and split the development team from just working on PCs and more features to we've got to make sure this works on this console and this console and this console as well as PC.
Yep, I absolutely agree with that.
It'd be nice if consoles and PCs all just work together without a problem. But I think they saw it as, oh look, here's this whole segment of the gaming community that we don't reach because they don't have computers. How can we make money off them?
That's just like making a free copy of the same game. But what they could have done was with FS09, they could have just literally added every single feature from every single game into one game. I think people would still buy that. The amount of DLCs they would have and all that stuff, Jesus. But again, they just do that. Or whatever. No point in making another game which is just going to be the same.
The hell? Tractor, stay where you are.
Right, yeah, let's pick up the goddamn stones.
Let's pick up the goddamn stones.
So YouTuber, keep forgetting about that. It's been a week and I've already forgotten that they are snowflakes.
So cattle and crops would have had smart AI, but sadly they went bankrupt.
Bankrupt?
Bankrupt? What? Giants?
Bankrupt?
Bankrupt?
No, I think there's a mod that doing the AI.
Ah, okay.
No, I was gonna say they went bankrupt and I think they do have money.
Oh, there's a game called Cattle and Crops. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Do you know what the really funny, stupid thing is? I know a game where it was simplified, but the cattle had AI. You could build fences, you could build gates, they would move through the fences and gates, and they could even break through the fences and escape. So you have to go round them up.
There you go.
And it was called Sim Farm. The same people who made SimCity, the original, back in the day, Maxis, top down, completely zero graphics. It was all on basic sprite images, and yet they managed to have animals that could bloody break through fences and escape.
Maxis was a great company.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the original SimCities and so on.
Yep. Sim Helicopter, where you could actually go into the cities you build in SimCity and fly around.
Right. And then EA took them over, right?
Yes.
And then it went all tits up from there, basically. We love EA, don't we, Aiden?
No. Oh, sorry.
Obviously, yes. Obviously, of course we love EA.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
EA. You should go onto the F1 and have a look at the discussions on the Steam page. Holy crap.
But
People
it's
VR, they're just saying it's horrendous. The latest update is just everything is blurred under VR. What are they doing to the game, man?
they're just ruining it. Is what they're doing.
It's terrible, man. I'm actually playing a live stream of F1, I think on Wednesday,
Yes.
and I'll be honest with you, I'm dredging it. I'm dredging it because last time I did a live stream of an F1, I got to within the last 10 laps of the race and the game crashed. It took me all the way back to the beginning.
Sounds like a multiplayer right there.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Ah.
So I'm taking a chance to see if it's if it behaves. Otherwise, I'll just go back to recorded stuff for the F1 stuff. I'll wait for F123 to come out and then I'll play that and see how the multiplayer works on that front. I sure do hope it works.
It should. It needs to be better, really.
Yeah.
If they want to fight.
Oh boy.
Talking about that, same as NASCAR and all that stuff. I'm surprised I haven't got VR for that yet. Playing as Carl Busch, just hitting everyone every single lap. I'm sorry, Carl Busch. I do love you, but it's just how it is. And also, I do get that this game is only done by giants and not focus anymore, but they've been working on these games for how long now? How many have they done? Since 09 or something like that. You'd think they get a bit of understanding how the game works. I do get it's their first time by themselves, but there's no excuse, really.
Morning, Lunas. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Brother Lunas, how you doing?
So let me put this then to M then. What is your favorite game that you continuously go back to play again and again and again? Favorite game, not just any game, favorite game.
Oh, that'd be a hard one.
Oi, oi.
I couldn't say that there'd actually really be one game. It depends on the mood. Like right now, all I'm playing is exclusively Farming Simulator. Other times, I'll go to Airport CEO. Other times, I'll go to Skyrim. Yeah.
God, that's a game I've never gotten into. Skyrim.
So what's your
Played
favourite?
Fallout.
Oh god. Oh, I have a love-hate thing with Fallout. Then again, that sounds like me with every game. What's my favorite game? Phew. I can't say I have one. It's kind of like I don't have any particular one that I keep going back to over and over. Ever since I've started streaming, I don't have a favorite game. I just play whatever I feel like kind of playing. Before streaming, I used to play Stranded Deep a hell of a lot. I think what I enjoyed about that game mostly was that it was, a lot of the time, it was actually just really peaceful and enjoyable and relaxing and calm. Which is like, pretty much like this, actually. I mean, not that it's a numbers thing, because I'm trying to avoid that this year, but this series of FS streams does really well on the channel. Which is weird, because the majority of the time, all we're doing is just talk shit and drive up and down. A bit like ATS, actually, if you think about it. Which is actually kind of the reason, one of the reasons why I want to get back into ATS. It's a game I haven't played in such a long time. I tried ETS the other day. I was trying to watch a movie and drive at the same time. No bueno. Doesn't work. I don't know how his brother Linus today, man. What are you going to be streaming today, dude? What's on your agenda? Some Fallout for you? Ah, I just got back from the physio. Right. Did she treat you kindly? Did she warm up her hands before?
Oi, oi.
Oi, oi.
Oh wow, Cupcake's getting really, weird chat, man. Cupcake.
So I gather with the stone picker thing, you don't have to pick up every single stone, right? Because that would just be ridiculous.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, right. Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic.
If you don't pick it, you'll get damaged just like a signpost with damage attractor.
What?
That being said, if you can't see any stones, there's no stones there. So you can drive zigzags. No, it's literally...
If you can't see stones, there's no stones to pick up. Really? How profound.
Yeah, it's unlike, you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
Entire field.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
If
long as
there's
there's
no
no
stones, there's
visible
nothing to
stones,
pick
you're
up.
fine.
Okay, cool, got it.
Hmm? I think that was travelling this, and I could be wrong about that.
What are you mumbling about, my little English rose?
Nothing.
Nothing. You get nothing from nothing, get it?
In it, bro.
The world is ending, Lunas?
Is it?
The world is ending? Oh, because Emmy was laughing? Emmy, were you laughing? Did you make it funny? Emmy was laughing?
No,
Never.
I wasn't laughing.
Never. Australians don't
laugh.
laugh, they snigger. At everybody else's demise. You heard a chuckle?
Oh, you never heard a chuckle.
No, that wasn't a chuckle.
There's no chuck here.
Might have been Norman Bates, but there was no Chucky.
Here we go.
I kind of like this stone picking thing. It's kind of fun.
Fun.
Yeah, just putting it out there. Kind of enjoying it.
Fun, yes, though.
Come on, admit
Bored.
it, you're having fun.
You get bored in a minute.
I'm not. I'm having great conversation with great people and enjoying myself. What's wrong with that?
So how much do you want to...
I'm talking about chat, not you guys. No, fuck you guys. No, I'm talking about chat. Just kidding! Damn it.
Ha ha ha, funny.
Ha ha ha. Hilarious. I'm bereft of my ribs.
Yeah, exactly. No?
I think we're having a good conversation, intelligent conversation about a game. Putting together ideas for Giants, you know, for the next release. Or whatever.
Which they will never listen to, and even if they did, wouldn't give a shit about.
Exactly.
Well, what would you know about this game? You only play so many thousands of hours of it.
You're right. What do we know? We know absolutely nothing.
How many hours have I actually got?
Actually, that's a good point. Actually, let me go check quickly.
I have 191 hours of this game, and if I include FS19, 15,
You had
17,
191 hours. Is that all?
yeah.
I know M's got like thousands of hours. I've got 550.
In 22, I've got 625 hours.
There you go.
But there was a period I didn't play it because it was just no mods and shit.
Hmm.
I didn't play it because of the toxicity or that tongue tied.
But
because of toxic.
If you included all of the other versions, which this is the first one I've ever gotten on Steam, so I've never counted the hours in all the other versions.
Right.
Yeah, it would be thousands.
Thousands, yeah. Yeah, likewise.
I mean, I was playing it before I ever played Ark, and I've got 1,600, 2,000 something in Ark. So I can only imagine what it's like in Farson.
I've been playing since FS13, so obviously I'm only a rookie at this game. So, yeah, don't listen to me, Giants or anything.
Don't listen to him, Giants. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
He's only a player, you know.
Yeah. I'm only giving you a bit of criticism because of copy and paste and the same thing every single time.
Yeah, you don't listen to me. It's not like I've ever milked cows or driven tractors around fields.
There you go, you see.
Operated heavy equipment or done forestry shit.
It's not like a feather horse a carrot before, is it?
And I operate heavy equipment every morning. Just saying.
Oi, oi.
Oi, oi. And I'm
And
not
then
talking
once your
about me, I'm
wife started
talking about the
working
warden. Yeah, there you go. Oh boy, I'm so glad she's not here. I'll be fucking dead. Holy crap. Brilliant. Alright, Stones, where are you? Come on. Wasn't there a time in this series of games that they had on the mini map, you could see what was plowed and everything like that?
Probably with the precision farming, I believe. Could be wrong, but
Well, yes and no. The precision farming mod will give you some overlays on when you've harvested, what the profitability was like, or the yields were like. So you can kind of see on that when things have changed.
Right.
Cool.
Because I don't know, for some reason I distinctly remember there being in the menu map you could see what areas you've worked on depending on what you were doing and stuff like that. I mean, I could be horribly wrong, but I just kind of remember something like that only on the mini
Yeah.
map. So you didn't have to
they-
stop and open up the map and have a look and all that nonsense, you know?
Yeah, I think there was back in the time.
Mm.
Only thing you can really see from your minimap now is what you ploughed. If you ploughed like another field or something, you can see that and that's it. And the crop, and that's
You
it.
mean when you're doing like a contract or something like that?
No. So, as I've just created a new field, if I have a
Right.
look now,
Right,
There's
right,
gonna
right,
be-
right.
the area that I've
Gotcha.
just-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Right.
and that's it. And the crop is all what you see on the minimap, unless it's forestry, unless it's a forest or a sun's farm, or water, or road, or a train, and that's it. That's only, or productions or sell points. That's the only thing you can see.
Mm. Mhm.
Could be and something else, but again, I don't know what I'm talking about. So,
Don't listen to him.
yeah, exactly. I just talk about a load of nonsense.
Bollocks.
Yeah.
Oh, you can say bollocks.
Which-
Bollocks, you know. Bollocks is alright.
Yeah.
The
Which I
laughing
do
bollocks,
actually,
remember?
which I do actually talk bollocks, by the way. So, yeah, don't listen to me or anything like that. It's only a person who's wasted a bit of money in this game, so never mind. Now listen to me at some point. You really like that club, don't you, Trev?
The
That
what?
you drive. You really like
yes.
that club.
Class, or whatever it's called. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
I noticed
What you
it
really
when
want is the JCB.
You know what?
Yeah, fine.
You know which ones I don't like. Let's start there, okay? Because I hate everything, right? I don't like the ones that like split in two, like they're like a worm thingy. Does that make sense?
Oh,
Like a-
You mean articulated?
The articulated. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, I don't like those ones.
as you
Yeah,
found
and
out.
the-
Never do.
And the skid steering caterpillar tracked ones, I'm not keen on. But the fast tracks are actually pretty handy. So this medium-sized fast track does 65k an hour, and the big one does like 83, I think it is. Okay, or 75k an hour. So if you're hauling trailers and shit from field to field, they just fly.
Right.
But I've got the medium one, which takes the front loader and has all-wheel steering. So it's this really relatively fast, decent power workhorse.
Yeah, I do like this class one, whatever it is, whatever its model.
Jaguar or something like that.
It's very nice.
I do like this John Deere 6 I'm using. But yeah, I was using it on Elm Creek quite a lot. As my main tractor.
Right.
Oh, lasagna.
Lasagna and homemade chips. Mmm. Lasagna. You had me at lasagna.
Yeah, that first word.
Well, Garfield, at least we know what you're going to be eating tomorrow night. I do like a good lasagna. Unfortunately, my mum can't cook one, so I generally end up with crap.
But you do like your spaghetti bolognese, though.
Oh, yeah. Because how can you screw up cooking some pasta in the microwave and then tipping in a jar of sauce?
Oh, Jesus, that's not homemade. God damn it.
Well, Trev, if you would come to Australia...
I'd cook for you, Am. You know I would.
Oh yeah, I'm forgetting about Chevy and Chef as well. I'm forgetting about them.
Do you know what I hate the most? When Mum makes her quote-unquote homemade bolognese. She takes a whole bunch of vegetables, sticks them in a blender, grinds them up to pulp, and then pours them in with the sauce and cooks that. It's like...
Well, technically speaking, that is a homemade way to make a homemade sauce, but not blending it up like that. They got to be cooked down first and made to be tasty and roasted and stuff like that. Yeah, bring out the flavors and then blend them down.
Add a bit of white
passata
wine
sauce or something. Lovely.
Especially for my bolognese, adding red sauce is better than adding white sauce.
A little bit of rosemary. Nice. Hell, even throwing a few anchovies. Oh, even better. Bring out the flavor. Mind you, anchovies with lamb is spectacular. With lamb shanks. Oh, happy days.
This is where we're going to start talking about food now.
Yep. Oh, crap.
I just noticed something, and I didn't even mean to do it.
What?
My home base is right next to one of the grain train silos.
Bonus.
Talking about the train then.
And I'm growing sugar beet because that was what the fields were here already, so...
Yeah, Linus.
Instead of buying the big sugar beet machine, I bought the little tractor mounted one, and its hopper is really, really, really tiny.
Oi, oi.
Don't miss that.
It's basically like every row and a half I'm having to empty it.
Don't worry, Linus. I'm making myself hungry talking about food, man. Damn it. Right, that's the end of the stream. Goodbye.
Talking about all that food, I found that working with food, I was never hungry.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I was... When I was doing the whole chef thing, yeah, I couldn't bear to eat the food. Somebody else made me food, I'd eat it, but I wouldn't eat my own food. Unless I was, you know, tasting as cooking.
I'm surprised I didn't poison myself half the time for it. There you go. But I am a qualified chef, so I got a level 2, so...
Oh, I know how to cook snags on an open fire.
Snags.
Does that count? Yeah.
Yeah, it does count.
On an open fire? It counts more than
Yeah.
you think.
I can do pizza on an open fire.
There you go. That's even better.
Actually, Trev, you know what damper is?
What? Sorry, what is?
Damper.
Damper.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, it's best described as a basic wilderness survival bread pioneered by Australians.
Right.
Originally, it was flour, water, bit of salt.
Okay.
More modern, we'll change it up for maybe some milk instead of the water. Self-raising flour and a bit of butter. And you basically just mix it all up, dump it into a container, and either in a Dutch oven or on circumstances, put it into some aluminum foil, dump it in some hot coals, and wait till it cooks.
Right.
I use that as the base for the pizza.
Nice.
And I do it in a Dutch oven or cast iron camp oven. And then just jars of shelf stable whatever, so tomato sauce, pineapples, ham, all that, salami, just you know, all sort of.
Nice.
But you can basically do it with almost completely shelf stable goods. So at most you might want the fridge for some cheese.
Right.
Something I really do fancy is garlic pizza. Know that?
I like, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. The garlic bread style pizza where it's cheese and garlic herbs.
Or just fresh sea salt, some rosemary, and some feta cheese and garlic. And olive oil. Lovely. Yo, crispy and puffy.
It'd be enough to keep them vampires away.
Oh yeah. Kevin! How you doing, Kevin? Thanks for the 5, dude. Far too kind, man. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Glad to hear you're doing well, mate. Nice. Again, thanks for the 5, dudes. Appreciate it, man. Really is.
Much love.
Amen, brother.
Only one thing I don't like is burnt food, and that's the one thing I don't like. Burnt food, since being a chef.
Burnt food?
Yeah, I can't eat burnt things. If someone burns something, don't expect me to eat it.
Well, I mean, that's a given.
Hey, if I burn it, you better bloody eat it. I spent a long time building that fire.
Don't fucking burn the food then, man.
How do you know it's cooked on a campfire if it's not just a little bit burnt?
Well, it's got to be burnt food. I mean, you know, a little bit of char grilled is okay, but not burnt.
Yeah, charcoal, but not burnt. No.
How are you supposed to get your daily dose of cancer? Like,
Carcinogenic, yeah. Oh, holy crap.
See, I don't know. But
Yeah, listen to the Viking. He knows the difference between charred and burnt. After all that pillaging that gets done, he knows exactly what's charred and what's burnt.
oh yeah. Yeah, it's nice to have a bit of glueness and char in it, but don't burn it, please.
You know, I'll never forget the one day my brother's like, I'm gonna do some peppers on the fire on the barbecue. I said, "Oh, cool, okay, how you can do that?" I said, "No, I'm gonna burn them into this smithereens." I said, "What?" Yeah, this was many years ago. And so he puts like a red pepper on, a green pepper on, a yellow pepper on, right on the flames, you know, on a grid. And he slowly turns them until it's like the skin is burnt black. And I said, "What the hell are you doing?" He goes, "It's for the salad, man." And he's a brilliant cook, a really fantastic cook. And he goes, "It's for the salad, man." I said, "Geez, you're burning the crap out of it. What the hell?" He goes, "No, just wait." So he burns it completely black all the way to the stalk and everything like that. And then he takes it out and put it straight into a shopping bag, a plastic shopping bag, ties it up, lets it sweat. And then he leaves it for a couple of minutes, takes it out, and then he starts peeling off all the black. And underneath is this plump, beautiful, sweet, sweet, sweet flesh of the peppers. And you slice them up and put them in with some feta cheese and pumpkin seeds and, you know, all that sort of stuff. Tell you what, it's the first time I'd ever like seen that happen, and I was just like, "Jesus, it's the best thing ever." And it just makes it taste so, takes that bitterness away of the peppers, and it leaves a nice sweet. There's some balsamic vinegar on there. Damn.
I've seen it, Thomas.
Damn.
Obviously, I've never done it, but I've seen it a couple of times.
Yeah, do it in the tomatoes too. Yeah, absolutely, man. That's right, Stormy. Stormy knows, man. Yeah, I'm talking like many, many, many years ago, before I even got into cooking myself.
It's the most funniest thing you've ever seen working in the kitchen, Trev.
What is the silliest thing,
Yeah.
or the worst thing?
Silliest thing a person's done.
The silliest thing a person has done. Well, we finished up service, and we're doing our wipe down, a clean down, and the guy that was working the deep fryer forgot to turn the deep fryer off, and he was mucking about. He's been a dumbass, and he was cleaning the outside edge of the deep fryer, and his hand slipped in, and you can only imagine the pain of that. What that must have been like. I'm trained medically, so I mean I knew exactly what to do, but I will never ever for as long as I live, I'll never ever forget the scream of that man. It sounded like a fucking animal being tortured. I'll never ever forget that sound, man. And watching his flesh bubble while it's going under a cold tap and being administered and everything like that, it was something else, dude. Something else. I had a newfound respect for oil after that day. Terrible. The worst thing I've ever done? Man, I was working a slicer a meat slicer in the UK, and I wasn't paying attention, and my finger went through the slicer. Thankfully, the slicer was sharp up to a certain point. There was like a little jagged edge in the slicer, and that's what caught me. Yeah, that hurt. That hurt a lot. But I still got the scar on my thumb. Luckily, it didn't go all the way through. My reactions were quick enough. It got to the nail. So if you think about it from the underside, it sliced through the top half of my finger, down to the bottom, my underside of my nail. Thankfully. So everything was still good after that. But yeah, I didn't play with that slicer machine, and I had a newfound respect for everything in the kitchen after that. So yeah, what's the silliest thing you've seen?
Silliest thing what I've seen was doing poached pears. So with the liquid, and obviously putting the pear in the liquid and white wine or whatever you do, some person managed to burn the inside of a pear, and you think, how on earth can you do that? They literally burnt the inside of the pear, and you think,
how is that even possible?
Don't know. Even our teacher said, I don't understand how they could do it.
Oh my god, that is brilliant.
Silliest thing I've ever done was open the oven doors, and they swung back, then it caught my arm, then I was just a nice little burn.
Oof, ow. Yeah.
On my arm. And surprisingly, I don't really have that mark anymore, but I definitely learned the oven's not friendly after that, but but it happened.
Jesus. How do you burn the inside of a poached pear?
Don't know.
I mean, I can understand the core being there, the thickest part of the meat, as it were, the fruit meat, so that retains a lot more heat and cooks from the inside out, maybe. But the outside would be burnt too. How the hell do you do that? That is amazing.
The worst part was it was also in liquid as well. I think he must have reduced that liquid too much, because there wasn't a lot in there.
Jeez, that is so weird.
Yeah,
Wow.
I've only cut my finger, well, a tiny little stick once, and that was putting a knife down, put my finger down, then not knowing, then I found we was making pizza then, so that could also be classed as really silly, but
I mean, the weirdest thing that I've done was when I was about 12 or 13, or maybe even younger. My brother and we were worst enemies when it particularly came to the kitchen. He came in and like just started taking over, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing, man?" I'm here. It's my time. I'm in the kitchen. I got you here first, kind of thing, you know. And he goes, "Shut up!" And he started cooking. And I had a knife in my hand. I just went into a blind rage, and I swung it at him. But I swung it from like the head down, like a downward motion, and I caught from the top by his bicep all the way down to his wrist with the knife, and it just sliced him just a little bit enough to like make him back off. I was lucky that day. It could have been a whole lot worse, but it wasn't. So yeah. Blind rage, man.
Remind me never to piss you off when you cooking
Got a
dinner.
knife. Yeah. Cooking your dinner, right?
now just that you had fryer, that's all I'd do. Turn it on.
Oh dear. Yeah, when I'm in the kitchen, man, and people start coming into the kitchen, I just stop what I'm doing and I look at them. Because the kitchen, if I'm in the kitchen and I'm cooking, do not come into the kitchen. Do not get in my grill. Just leave me alone. The kitchen is my domain when I'm in there. But no, people still persist, man. They still keep coming in. Oh, just got that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Stormy, don't, the kitchen went, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, the
Me in
kitchen's
kitchen,
really...
you out. Simple as that. Alright, I think I've actually picked up pretty much all the stones in this field, at least.
Let's have a look. There's still a few back again. Probably something else that was really silly when the virus thing was still around, is had a function and someone actually had the virus and was in close contact as well, but after the function. Luckily I didn't have it. That could also be classed as silly as well.
Yeah, I couldn't give a shit about the virus. Mum got it a few weeks back, and I'm living in the same house with her. I didn't give a fuck about washing my hands and blah blah blah, all that smart shit. I never got it. And Mum's got all these health conditions that the doctor's saying, oh, if you ever get it, it'll be really, really bad for you, blah blah blah. She spent like half a day laying down, bit of a headache, sore throat, otherwise it was good.
No, that wasn't from the virus. Oi!
My mum's in her 60s.
I'm talking about you, man. Not her. And good for her if she did anyway. Bloody hell.
And not vaccinated, either of us. So it's like, yeah, all the scaremongering. I mean, I get it did some really bad shit for some people.
Yeah.
But I don't think they really understand it enough to know how it's going to affect certain people. I do, me and Mum, sort of people that, well, I can't say specifically with Mum, but they used to eat food off the ground. And I'm talking like off the dirt ground.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a good immune system.
Yeah, I'd only eat something off the ground if I was doing the 5-second challenge, whatever it is. And you drop
The
something
5-second rule.
Yeah, 5 second bit. Even
though
though
that rule's been proven as bullshit.
But I don't mean do it. Maybe that was when I was a child, but...
Sam, what were you saying in chat about if you own something or you can't sell it to them or you don't get money from it or something in the game?
Yeah, so if, let's say I bought the BGA, the one that's on the map.
Right.
It no longer acts as a sell point. So nobody can sell to the BGA and make money. It becomes a production plant for me. Anybody who drops off grass, silage, anything, everything, will fill up the production facility with that product, which I can then turn into money. So if I bought the BGA and you wanted to sell a load of grass, you basically have to come up to me and say, hey, I've got so many thousand litres of grass, and it's got a value of X per 1,000 litres. Will you give me $10,000 cash for this load of grass? I'd have to say, yep. Transfer
Right.
you that 10 grand, you dump it off on a system, etc., etc. So certain things, like the bakery, if you bought the bakery and I dropped off any products to it like milk, actually, does the bakery take milk? Was it eggs, honey, something, whatever they take, I wouldn't get any money. The products will disappear and you'll get them.
Right.
But I won't get money for them unless you turn around and give me money manually.
Right.
So I'm going to go with the philosophy that if I can build it, I will build it rather than buy it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
instead of buying the bakery on this map, I'm going to build my own bakery.
Right. Yep. I'm probably going to go the same route. Yeah.
I think there's a few, like the BGA of that particular size, that's the only one you can. No one else can get a 1 megawatt BGA, or you can't build it. Without the platinum expansion, you cannot build a sawmill. So if someone wants to do make planks for the carpentry workshops, you have to have the sawmill making those planks, and then only one person can do it.
Do you tell what would actually be nice? So, if you own, no, like GTM, if you take that, every apartment, so say someone's bought one apartment, and it's the same one, so it's like a production, say the bakery, why don't they, literally do like, M buys that, then I can also buy it as well, but it won't affect each other. Why don't we just not do it like that? It's a lot more simple. But
That
again,
would be simple in a sense. It would also be nice if we couldn't actually buy it, but we could, quote unquote, have a contract with it. So instead of, do you want to sell your load of wood and we'll do what we want, or do you want to process your load of wood and we'll make planks and all that for you, and then you can decide what to do with it.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, that would be, in my opinion, a better thing, because then you sort of, it works with the general law of anyone can not so much own it, but utilize it. But at the same time, it's done in a realistic manner.
There you go. There you go, Stormy. A little bit of win for you.
yeah, it is pretty windy over here in the UK as well, especially in the southeast. Yeah.
So I mean, does that bring down another fact to Giants that they need to concentrate on things like that, like the production side of it? If somebody buys it, then you should still be able to sell stuff to it
And get
Yeah,
money for
well-
it.
and get your money for it. Yeah.
Yes, the entire economy of the world is something that they should really look at, because they've got it partially. Oh, hang on, stop, you stupid little.
get the money, we're gonna put the reduction thing.
So yeah, I got distracted. I had to do something quickly with selling my sugar beets. Yeah, they've got money. They've got a way to transfer money from players to players, including doing it offline. But there's so many things like, okay, you can make me a contractor, and I can access all of your vehicles, all of your fields, and just go hell for leather.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have ways to. And even as simple as define, this is a field that I just created. I want this particular field to be plowed, cultivated, destoned, whatever. So you can then limit or even do things such as, do you want to be able to use their own equipment, use your equipment, or hire equipment from the shop?
Right.
Okay. Things like, I own a spinnery. You're not a contractor to me. You're not dropping off my goods. There should be a way that I can say I want to purchase them, but at the same time, it should also have some sort of mechanism of, if I'm purchasing them and it's coming out of my bank account, I should be able to say, I only want to buy this much, otherwise my bank account's going to disappear very quickly.
Yeah.
But all that is very simple, you know, stuff that they could easily implement.
Oh, will they? No.
No.
Don't forget the ring is because of ring plates of the game. Silly I stopped my sentence so that I think I know what I'm gonna say.
And other things, like the sugar mill. It's got a tip point at the back of it for sugar beet, sugar cane. It's just a concrete painted texture where everything that tips onto the ground magically disappears below the ground and is loaded in. Like, okay, have a big or number of big spoil heaps for the different materials and say, hey, tip it here, tip it here, tip it here. The pile grows bigger, and as we use it, disappears. Or have a grate, like other places where you tip it in the grate, and there's underground facilities to move the grain and this and that into the factory. Tipping it onto the concrete where it just disappears, but magically, that's little things, giants. Little things.
Yeah. It's the little things. Oi.
Well, they're very little in Trev's case, but for me, it's extremely big. You know? And it's not like there's a lot of things. There are just two big things that I have. I mean...
Easy. Oi.
And I know they're a real handful, and at times they can be a little pointy. But I think they should really agree that all male farmers and some female farmers really like them.
Yeah, chat, I'll be right back. Warden's come back with shopping. Let me just help her quickly. Otherwise, you know.
And remember, chat, don't say anything about what Trev said about his warden.
Yeah.
Remember,
Even though-
if she finds out what he said, she will kill him. In Grand Theft Auto.
Using little baseball bats. I know we cannot do that one thing, unfortunately. Since last time someone tried telling on me, which I never did.
I won't. But I'm not his ward now, am I?
Alrighty, chat, behave. The warden's here.
No one should.
Fortunately, I'm not chat, so I don't have to behave.
No.
I love loopholes.
What, you love loopy holes? Bloody hell. Yeah, Stormy, you behave? Never. I know. But I gotta try. Bollocks. Yeah, right. The laughing bollocks. Hell, Chad, we might even get to actually seed some of these fields today. Jeez. Hopefully. Good grief.
No, I don't think that's possible.
This field is massive, man. Still gotta de-stone this
Oi, oi.
thing. Oi, oi.
Triple oil.
Make me a contractor, Trev,
Why would I want to do that?
so I can steal your stones.
No ways, dude. I want to keep my stones for myself. Let's see. Wait, how do I do that again? There you go. There you go. Should do it, I think. I want to steal these stones. No, man. I want to keep my stones so I can sing from my bollocks, man. I don't sing from my bollocks as much as you scream from your bollocks, mate. What is that? What did you say? A screaming laugh? As you said yesterday, screaming laugh from your bollocks? Honey is not accepted
Honey
here.
is not accepted here.
Why do I want honey? I don't want fucking honey. What are you doing?
Oh, you own this, I'm guessing. Well, I got honey, unfortunately. There you go.
What's going on?
I'll send some honey.
Sweet, sweet nectar. You gotta love Aiden's nectar.
Scream laughing. That's it. Scream laughing. Almost as bad as scream singing. What the crap?
Chef knows how to scream some.
Do I?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Reminds me, I better put my show together for Friday as well. Back to good old hard rock times.
Time to get a headache.
Make sure you play plenty of Metallica and Akadaka.
Akadaka, mate. Oh, I'll be playing some Akadaka, some Metallica. We're laying down some Judas Priest. Gonna be going old school hard rock.
Yep.
How
Jump on
old
the
school,
Discord and have a look in there for the links to the DJ's radio station. The best DJ around.
Ha ha!
Except for the guy before him and after him.
Yeah, exactly. There it is. Thanks, Linus. The screaming, laughing Linus.
Oh god, you started the dog off now. Thank you.
Scream laughing. How the hell do you scream laugh, man?
I don't know.
I'm trying to figure that one out. I have this voice inside my head that scream laughing, but I have no idea how to project it out.
Talking about that, I just started thinking of it. Thank
Well,
you.
he's the one that said it.
Linus, and you're blocked. Sorry.
I have this sound of like an alpaca being screwed by a donkey sound coming through my head.
What? Not this talk again.
Scream laughing, that's all I'm hearing, man. A donkey and an alpaca.
I think scream laughing is kind of like that devil's laughter at the end of the world. You know, the ha 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 ha.
That's I mean, it's scream laughing. Gotta have like a
Exactly.
in there somewhere.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm not jumping in on.
So is this the last field you're preparing?
It is, yes.
In that case, you will basically be able to start planting soon.
That's it. That's it. Dude, you weren't laughing loud, you were scream laughing. You imagine somebody shitting their pants and laughing at the same time. But as in shitting their pants is like getting a fright of their lives. So getting a fright of their lives, shit their pants and laughing at the same time. That is scream laughing right there.
That's what I did last Friday.
You know, the funny thing, I was just going to say, it's probably what I do before any of my radio shows. I scream laugh. Shit myself, have a good old giggle, and then point at myself in the mirror and say, you're a twat. Just to go out there and start talking bollocks, isn't it?
Yeah, I do that same thing every time before one of your shows. I look at a picture of you and go, you twat.
Oh, Bloody hell. That's a great affirmation, that is. To know that somebody else out there thinks I'm a twat. Yeah, but he's not the only one either, so... And I know he's not the only one, so that's alright. Sorry, she.
No comment.
Yeah. So it's all good.
No comment on that. Sorry.
So we know what Aiden really thinks then.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he doesn't want to even get into this conversation says everything.
All I say is you're not a twat.
I'm a bollocking
So it's
twat.
worse.
Right, got it, okay. Yeah, it's worse, exactly. It's a bollocking twat, innit?
So chat, do you think I should leave one big pile of rocks in the middle of the field?
Willie, how's it going, dude? Good to see you, man. Man, I saw you streaming early hours this morning. I wanted to pop in, but I think YouTube got the better of me. How you doing, dude? Good to see you, man. We're nothing but a bunch of bollocking twats here, so enjoy the show.
I didn't sign for that, but... Okay.
We're a bunch of bollocking twats.
Yeah, I didn't sign for that. I signed for something.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't include us in with
I have
you.
I have to include in it because you're in the stream. If you're in the stream, you're a bollocking twat.
Okay, just mute my microphone and then pretend I'm not here.
Oh, perfect. Heaven.
Jeez, Trev, you better hurry up. I'm catching up with you.
I know you are. I know. I'm getting there. Wussy bollocks. There we go. Wussy bollocks. Come listen to a bunch of wussy bollocks.
Listen to rant, whatever.
Are you trying to say rant, as in rant and raving?
Whatever.
But you try to
think
just
I
try and do that in a
wanna say
South
raunchy.
African accent. Is that what you're trying to do?
No?
Or you're trying to do a non-American accent?
I'm not American.
I know, but were you trying to do a non-American accent?
It's just trying to think. Being
Because
a bit
in the UK, you guys don't say rant, do you? You say rant.
wrong.
Such
Rant,
a strange
rant.
word, isn't it? Rant. You do say rant, don't you?
Sometimes.
But you don't. But you don't say rant. Like you don't draw it
Rant.
out. Yeah, rant.
Sound like a lamb. Brah.
A screaming lamb.
Rant! Rant!
Yeah, rant. Scream, laughing,
no,
ranting. A screaming, ranting lamb. I think that's what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
And I think I should apologise, Trev, because I now got you demonetised in New Zealand for adult content.
For adult content. Don't forget the mint sauce behind the ears, love. What? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, you're trying to get your precious stones, are you?
Like I care at this point.
The topic. You're one of them doing this.
the topics discussed here. Yeah, I know, right? Terrible.
Especially being one of them. So, talking about a screaming laugh.
Betty Swallows.
Ooh, our probe's almost touched.
Oh, steady on. I don't know I can handle that kind of weight and pressure.
And you missed a spot. Right where you
know.
turned.
Oh no. I left that spot just for you.
Ooh. Oi, oi.
Oi, oi. A very quiet oi oi there.
missed a bit.
Uh-oh.
Exactly what I was thinking. I mean, you'll win this one for sure.
Yeah, I got a nice big bucket I can pick you up with.
Yep.
Is that the Stig?
Yeah.
The Stig, yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it?
It's the Australian stick. It's the stick in cousin. No,
You're needed
no.
to pick up stones over here, Trev. Got a full load.
Yep.
So there's some live stones just behind me there. It's missed.
Alrighty.
Yeah, where do you want the load dropped?
Debris crusher, wherever.
Which one? Because there's two.
Wherever.
Okay, you can come up to my business.
Don't go to Aiden's then.
Maybe I'll just keep them on my farm.
Yeah, there you go. Do that. No, Linus, I didn't mute. You know what I mean? I never mute. Never. Ever.
Yeah, never get back together.
Thanks, Sam.
Anyways. That's 2,000 litres plus however many litres you picked up.
Now, that's
957 litres, that's what I picked up.
Is that all? You lazy little...
Bollock in bollocks, twat. So you bought this one, did you?
No, I bought my own one. I don't think you can buy this.
Yeah, you can't do that. So that's the animal livestock.
Right. Yeah, I will build my own, seeing that it will be used a lot.
And I think the debris crusher can produce lime, the ones you buy.
From the stone, yeah.
Which if you're liming your fields, you know, it's handy. Oh, it made me money. $604.
Nice.
Do you want that $604 credited back to you?
No, not at all.
Sweet, because it probably cost me more than that in fuel.
Yeah,
and
probably. Yeah, there's got to be some better seated than that. Now that I've got money. There we go. There's the fella. The big one. Oi, oi. Is that
oi,
what we got? 6 meter or 15 meter? Well, gee.
Oh, yes.
What do you think?
Right, cool, got a BGA.
Yes, I'll have these fields done in no time now.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
You missed a bit again. Probably missed 2 rows worth actually.
He complains about the AI not doing a good enough job.
I have to speak to Giants about it. Very silent.
It is, isn't it? Deadly.
Hmm.
It's always a concern. Particularly when chat goes silent as well. You know, they're planning something.
Ooh.
It's usual.
Woohoo! They are planning something, Trev.
Kevin, what's that? Kevin, we've talked about this, dude. Hold on to that change, mate.
WhatsApp.
What's that? What's that? You just had dinner. What you have, man? What was on the dinner trolley tonight? Or for lunch? It better be steak, otherwise I'm pissed off. Oi! Shut up, Harry. Ooh, nice. Nice. Oh, even better. Nice one. Round it off with a Costa Coffee mochaccino. So Kev, as the rehabilitation, the physio and all that sort of stuff, is that already started? Or is it just about recovery now and then worry about that just now? Oh, you got Marks and Sparks downstairs too. Nice. Jeez, dude. Damn. Don't ever have to go home. Just stay there.
Never need that being in hospital. Okay.
Yeah. Jeez. So the physio started 4 weeks ago. And how are you finding it, man? Must be a hell of a thing to go through. Painful, yeah, I'm sure. Jeez. No doubt. Well, the good thing, Chad, is I've only got 2 and a bit fields left, and that's it for the stream. Done well today. Yeah, you've not stood for 6 months, yeah. No doubt, jeez. So, Kev, do they reckon that next week you'll be good to go back to your place? How's that going to work with the physio and all that sort of stuff? No, for reals, man. Jesus. That's madness.
Come on, Kev, excuses. Just get some of those robotic strap-on legs.
There you go. You just want strap-ons. That's what all M wants. M just wants strap-ons.
That's what she said.
No,
As long as they're
M just said that.
rechargeable and nice and powerful.
Powerful, yes, son.
Oh, okay, cool. Physio coming to you. Yeah.
Exercises, isn't it? That's good. Isn't good.
Wow, dude. That's insane, man. I mean, it's awesome, but it's just like, the whole thing is just so fucked up. Then back to normal. Jeez, I don't know if there ever will be a normal. Nope, stop. Come on. There we go. Finally. All right, mate. Enjoy it. Give on, server. You got this. Whoa, whoa, jeez.
You there?
Hmm?
What that should say?
What's that?
Huh?
What do you say?
Oh, I said, are you alright down there?
Are you talking to
Oh,
me?
I'm having the time of my life down here.
Oh, I bet.
I'm talking.
Final field. Hurrah. Come on.
What on earth is happening now? Oh, okay. Okay.
Right, chat, there we go. We're coming up to the end now. I did exactly what I wanted to do today, and that was pick up the stones, the rest of those fields. Surprised to see a whole bunch of money in the bank, so bought a couple of extra fields, some better equipment, and got those stones picked up, and now we're seeding the fields, ready for the harvest. As and when that happens, I shall do my next stream. Rightio.
Tomorrow then.
Tomorrow, you reckon? Yeah, you're going to speed up time, are you? Yeah, I'll... tomorrow for me, it is Minecraft. I'll be playing a little bit of that. And then going to be doing some Power Wash Simulator, the Midgar update DLC. Be doing that. And then Wednesday it is F1. Be bringing a live stream of that this time around. I'll be racing Miami. It's a full weekend, practice and whatnot in quali. So make sure you check out the schedule on YouTube and on Discord. And then Thursday it is Icarus with Lunas and Q. Hopefully they'll be able to join in on that. Prepping ourselves for Sunday's stream. And then Friday I'll be on radio, doing my radio show there. And then Sunday the stream. I'll be doing something on Saturday, but there is F1 in real life happening this weekend. So I've got to keep an eye out for that too. Make sure it doesn't, whatever our schedule doesn't interfere with those times. Other than that, chat, we are done on the last field. And just a little section up here to do.
You just got to make sure all your tractors got the engines turned off.
Yes, I know mine. I heard some of them were running when I rode past, and I need to go in and switch them off. Yeah, got to get used to that now. Crazy.
Yeah, it is one disadvantage, but the other advantage is things like conveyor belts actually work when you're not in them.
I can't see myself use a conveyor belt, but anyway, whatever.
Oh, I've got a few.
I'm sure you have.
I wish it was a local option, like I could have it off and you could have it
Right.
automatic.
Yeah.
Or they could just assume that the conveyor belts are going to want to be operated with nobody sitting in the damn things.
Yeah, exactly.
Giants. Really?
Yeah.
Like,
Do something. Get off your ass. Bloody hell. Anyway, chat, there we go. Done and dusted. Aiden, thanks for playing. Enjoy your farms, and we'll...
thanks for letting us.
Alrighty, man. Absolute pleasure. Thanks to Moggy for organizing the server for us. And chat, I shall see you tomorrow. Minecraft and Power Wash Simulator. You guys have a fantastic day wherever you are. Be cool, be kind, be weird, be whatever it is you want to be. Just be nice, man. Doesn't take much. Alrighty. Thanks for the donos. Thanks, chat. You all have a fantastic day. Cheers, everybody.
Bye.
This sucks more than anything that has ever sucked before.